Let's talk. We talked about Ohtani in the first half of this show about just his brilliance, right? And that continues to be on display. But my question to you is, could his brilliance be on display for another team this year?
Kevin, that's the question everyone in the sport is asking, and right now the answer is still no. Now, if I were to tell you we're talking about a team that has lost 9 of 10, a team that is 5 games out in the wild card with 3 teams ahead of them, a team with playoff odds of about 10%, would you say that team is a seller? I bet you would say that team is a seller, and that team is the Los Angeles Angels. The problem is that if you're the owner of the team, Arnie Moreno, and you're looking at this, you've got the best player of all time on your roster. You don't want to be the owner responsible for trading him. And beyond that, even though you have little chance of re-signing him, you've got advantages in keeping him. Whatever slim chances you have of making the playoffs, they're better with Ohtani. You make more money with Ohtani. You don't have to be the guy who traded him if you keep Ohtani. So for all those reasons, right now, Artie Moreno is signaling, as he has really for quite some time, that he does not want to trade Shohei Ohtani. If they continue to collapse, other teams are going to call. And Perry Manasian, the GM, is going to hear offers. We'll see then if Artie Moreno is tempted, because he's looking at losing Ohtani for a draft pick in the 75 to 80 range. That's not very much.
It is crazy, Ken. We appreciate that, about just talking about trading the best player in the sport. All right, and I'm curious, Derek, would you? Do you think that's the move for the Angels? I mean, is that how they go about it? I mean, it's amazing because we were talking before. You think about trading Steph Curry or trading Mahomes, right? It's like the whole thing. It's so interesting to me that this is even on the table about Ohtani maybe being on the move.
Well, thanks for starting with me.
Of course.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You enjoyed the topic so much when we talked earlier.
I mean, hey, you know, it's. I don't know how you do it. I understand why you would do it, but it's pretty hard to pull that trigger, man. I mean, this guy is the best talent the sports scene in a long time. Overall talent, the sports scene in a long time. And if you do move Ohtani, what's that telling Mike Trout? Who are you going to go out and get? And if you do it, look, I understand it. We talked about it before, the Herschel Walker trade. But you can't get that wrong. If you're going to do it, you can't get it wrong. So we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. But you also don't want to be known as the owner that traded Ohtani.
No doubt.